Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Thank you so much for tuning into the video today. Of course, today we are going to be doing a collective reading and energy update as we always do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you do feel a resonance with the energy here, I would love for you to tune back in on those times and days. The live chat feature during those readings is a particularly powerful energetic space that we're able to virtually share together. So thank you to all of you, by the way, who are here during that live chat and live premiere of the video, but also regardless of when or where you are listening to this video from, know that time, space, and distance do not exist at the level of energy. So more than likely, there is some kind of message here for you. If you felt guided to this video or aligned with it in some way, and regardless of what timeline you are on, your energy is actively co-creating all of the messages that come through these videos. Okay, so I'm shuffling the energy oracle cards, but for some reason I got the name Victoria. This could also be in a location name for someone as well. I have been noticing that recently I've been channeling a few more specific names, details, things of that nature. And I feel this is because I've been doing more mini readings between my main collective readings. So you guys know I do these, of course, main collective readings 3 times a week, but I also really enjoy picking up and channeling more very specific messages and downloads in between those reading videos. And there's been many more of those coming through the last few days that do tend to contain those details. So I feel that floodgate, in a sense, is kind of opening up even to these collective readings. But do keep in mind that when I channel these hyper-specific details, these do tend to be meant for specific people and individuals and groups. So if it doesn't connect for you personally, then just leave it here. And of course, with any of the messages, or really with anything in life, always use your intuition as your guide. Your intuition is the perfect compass of your life experience. And it's really just my goal through these readings and these videos to help you feel more consciously connected with that intuitive voice within yourself. Okay, so after that somewhat long introduction here, I am going to be shuffling the oracle cards. I already did give these a shuffle, and when I was speaking there between shufflings, I saw the happy family card reversed at the bottom of the deck. I didn't take it because I hadn't intended to pull cards yet, but I'm still keeping that card in mind because there might be the energy of someone going through some kind of separation, breakup, divorce, or feeling very separate from you. I'm hearing seeing you as their dream come true, or the person that they'd really want to build a life with or build a family with. But for some reason, this person is coming up as feeling as though they ruined things. With the Caring Connections card reversed, I hear this person saying, I don't know how to show that I care. It's almost someone like fumbling with traditional acts of physical or romantic care or affection. They might describe themselves as not really being good with being affectionate or saying the right things in a romantic context. I'm getting the letter J. That may be in someone's name here. Can I get more details on this? I'm hearing this person's soul be patient with me. I'm trying to show that I care. There's almost like a nervous energy here for some of you, this could be someone relatively new. The word crush is coming out, so they might have a crush on you, or you might have some of those feelings towards them, but not really be sure how this person is feeling, because again, they're coming up as being a bit challenged at being able to really express how they're feeling emotionally through their words and actions. I keep getting the word fumbling, like this person feels like they are fumbling with their words or with their affection, with their actions towards you. It does feel with the temple path upright that, especially if this is someone new or someone coming in futuristically, this is someone that you meet when you are really in alignment with your own soul, with your own higher self. I saw a football for some reason. This person might be into sports or athletics of some kind. With the temple path card, though, I'm hearing that it's almost like you are on this really beautiful unfolding path. You're living in the moment. You're focusing on staying balanced internally as well, because at the bottom of the deck, we have Magician and the Mirror, and also the Envy card reversed, and Man holding a coin. So specifically, you've been healing your internal divine feminine and divine masculine energies. This is something that's come up a lot in recent readings, by the way. And I have to say that many of you who are resonating with this portion of the reading will most likely consider yourself to be more so a divine feminine. Although do keep in mind that these labels, divine feminine and divine masculine, are describers for energies and energy dynamics. So they're not necessarily connected to one particular gender or anything like that. But what I'm getting as a download for a divine feminine listening is that your choice to find fulfillment within yourself, to find validation within yourself, is sparking awakenings in masculine energies around you. And this isn't limited to a specific divine masculine. This also isn't limited even to romantic relationships, because I'm just getting that when masculine energies or people connect with you, whether it's even just passing you on the street, a brief conversation, having the privilege of being able to see you, meet you, have a conversation with you, they pick up on an energy within you of balance. They pick up on this fact that you've healed yourself and validated yourself to an extent where you are not seeking anything out of them. You are not trying to pull anything out of them. You found everything within yourself. And that stable, balanced energy that you are radiating of self-fulfillment, again, has this awakening impact on masculine energies who are connected to you. Or I'm also hearing who connect with the art that you create or the things that you create. I don't even mean art in a necessarily traditional sense, although it might be traditional for some of you. I'm hearing generator, like you are a generator of awakenings, which sounds really weird, but you put out this energy that sparks spiritual awakenings that naturally causes others to feel more balanced and stabilized, and to receive this influx of energy within themselves that actually begins to raise their own consciousness, their own vibration. And of course, that raising of vibration is what we would really refer to generally as a spiritual awakening of sorts. So I feel that whoever we were specifically channeling at the beginning of the reading is, for most of you, someone who's felt that effect of your energy. Now, this again is either someone that you've met very recently, someone very new, or it's at the least someone from your past that you've not communicated with for a while, because they're carrying this nervousness around. I'm hearing you give me butterflies. They might feel like you give them butterflies, or your presence makes them a little bit nervous, not in a negative way, but in the sense that they feel heavily attracted to you and sense the divinity of your energy. This is someone very cautious to approach you, or again, if they're from your past, to reapproach you in the correct manner here. And I got the name Charles or Charlie for someone. I'm seeing a dog, like a golden retriever, so that might be significant to someone. This person may have what we think of as golden retriever energy, like very loyal energy, very warm, affectionate, supportive energy. This could definitely be some kind of harmonious, high-level soulmate connection for some of you. Okay, so I can't let you go. This is interesting because this card came out in a recent reading as well, and it may have been the same masculine that I was channeling in that reading, because this is someone who feels that your energy has left a major impression on them. And again, whether it's because it's someone you've met recently and connecting with you left an impression on this person, or whether this is someone from your past who feels like you left an impression on them during that time together, regardless, they have very quickly come to the realization that they're not going to be able to let you go. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we also have, I should have fought for you. So for some of you, I am picking up on this past masculine energy. This might be someone entirely different for some of you listening, but I am picking up that for a group in our collective, there is a masculine coming up here who I'm hearing they lost the connection, or they lost a chance or missed an opportunity with you simply by being passive. So it wasn't something that they did or said necessarily that caused them to disconnect from you. It was their own passivity. Like they may have passively allowed you to leave their life, or just simply not fought for the connection, as this card suggests. And for some reason at the time, they believed that they would be able to move forward with their life if they did lose you, which again, if this is someone from your past, that's exactly what happened. You did either walk away or the two of you were disconnected because of this person's passivity. My guides keep emphasizing that this person was so passive or didn't communicate the things that they needed to communicate to you to make you stay at the time, to convince you to stay. And you finally may have drawn a boundary with this person, withdrawn your energy, your presence. You may have walked away, or things may have just fallen apart between the two of you because of how passive this person was being. They were in a very weak, wounded masculine energy, in the sense that they weren't really taking action for what their heart desired, because of course a healed, awakened, divine masculine would stand up for and protect and defend their divine feminine. They would go after what they desire confidently, and this person was not doing that. Now, because those messages around protecting and defending are coming up here, I'm getting that for some of you, there may have been another person involved where you either felt attacked or thrown under the bus in some way, or you just felt like this masculine was not in your corner at the time. Again, it's like them being passive may have felt like a betrayal of some sort to you in the past. So if that is the case, and again, some of these messages are just feeling so specific recently, but for whoever I'm speaking to here, this is someone who is in a lot of regret over how passive they were towards you. With the Seven of Pentacles upright, you know, it's really funny because this card has also been coming out a lot recently. So this may be a masculine who's been really heavy on your energy, who's been trying to get in touch with you at the soul level. I'm hearing I'm not quite ready yet. So in some cases, this may be a masculine who's using 5D methods to communicate. So dreams, the astral realm, they might be trying to manifest you, meaning to send you a lot of emotional and thought energy so that you'll reach out to them. Because for some reason, I feel that this masculine, while they're having a realization that they regret how they may have treated you in the past, how they may have been passive in the past, this is also someone who feels in a little bit of a limbo state. So it's almost like they're in the middle of a transition or wrapping something up in their life, or there's something that they need to finish, or at least that they believe they need to finish before they can fully come forward and make you a kind of offer here, or fully present themselves as they want to present themselves to you, or as they want to present this offer to you. This might be a perfectionist, so this perfectionist energy might be playing into that, where like they imagined a million times how they would approach you or how they would come back into your life, but they wanted it to be exactly perfect. And they are realizing that there are aspects of their life that just don't feel perfect, for lack of better wording, that feel as though they're still coming together, still coming into alignment. I keep getting the sense of something needing to be fully closed out or wrapped up. So they might be transitioning into a new job, a new career. They might be working towards finishing some kind of certification, or towards finishing some kind of degree program. If for some of them, they may still be in some university program or training program for their work. For others of them, this could be relationship related. So they might be working on closing out a chapter in, for example, an ex relationship or with an ex partner. There might be something legal involved here. I'm not sure why. I just get the sense that emotionally, this person feels so ready to connect with you, to show you affection, to show you that they care, but literally in their life, that there are these facets and aspects of their life that their perfectionist side wants to have fully wrapped up and tied with a bow before they come forward in a more dramatic way. I'm hearing dropping hints. So again, they could be reaching out to you in the 5D and the astral realm, or they might be dropping other forms of hints, because it's like they want you to know that they're preparing to make this offer. They want you to know that they're preparing to enter your life, but that they're also not fully prepared yet in the physical 3D realm in terms of these other aspects of their life. It's funny, I'm tripping over my words a little bit, which sometimes tells me that this person feels very tongue-tied when it comes to imagining what they're going to say to you or how they're going to communicate this offer to you. I'm hearing caught off guard. So you might be very caught off guard to know how much thought energy this masculine has invested into you and into thinking about and planning out exactly how they're going to move forward. This is really coming up as a very strategic but silent masculine energy, like they're silently planning, silently strategizing how, again, they're either going to enter or re-enter your life, depending on your level of connection with this person in this lifetime, whether it's someone from your past or someone more recent. Okay, so in the extended version of the reading, I am going to channel more into how this masculine is planning and strategizing, as well as any other messages they might be trying to get through to you at a soul level at this time, because I am getting that soul level communication coming through. Again, possibly through fifth dimensional, more energetic means. So if you would like those additional messages and pieces of information, the link to the extended version of this reading is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. And for those of you who are new, I do channel extended readings on Patreon 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, along with these main reading videos. So I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle the cards here, and I want to know who or what else is connected to your energy. I got the name James for someone, and 2 cards came out here: Sacred Space and Lessons. Okay, so this is actually a specific message for a divine feminine, and this is that there's something being highlighted about a sacred space that you have for yourself. Now, this might be a literal space, so there might be a space in your living area that you go to meditate or to journal. There might be a place externally that you visit that feels very special or very sacred to you. But again, this doesn't have to be a literal environment. This could actually be simply time that you carve out for yourself, regardless of where you actually are literally in terms of your environment. Maybe you carve out this time and space for yourself every day, doing something that really connects you in with your own inner voice, with your own sacred self. And someone's spirit guides are coming through to say, that sacred space, whether it's a literal environment or time you're carving out, is extremely valuable because there is a certain kind of information being downloaded into your being right now with the lessons card. You might be energetically processing certain lessons or things, events, connections that may have occurred in your life in the past. And through this sacred space, your higher self, your guides, whatever spiritual forces you personally connect with, are utilizing that space to bring through clarity, to bring through a more concrete understanding of these lessons or of this information that's coming through from a higher spiritual place. So for some of you, you might actually notice that you start feeling a bit more creative or even a bit more consciously intuitive, where you are beginning to notice more synchronicities in your physical world. Maybe these are number signs. Maybe this is just a sense that things are starting to flow in a new way in your life, almost like you're beginning to exist in this kind of higher level of existence where, yes, you are visiting most likely many of the same places physically, but somehow they start feeling different to you. Again, there's that sense of flow. You might be seeing synchronicities, number signs. With the fifth dimension card at the bottom of the deck, I'm really just getting, it's like there's something very heightened about your vibration at this time, and it's very perceptible to others. It's illuminating spaces that you're walking into, but also, again, it's allowing you to glean this conscious knowledge from lessons that may have occurred in your past that's coming in this almost like downloaded information. I'm literally seeing like a computer that's getting an update or receiving new downloads. That's almost like your energetic body receiving these updates and downloads. I'm also picking up as well that because of these downloads coming in, there might be times where you feel very physically tired or stagnant, almost like you just have to sit or you just have to lay in bed, and you might not understand why, especially if this comes at a time where physically you didn't feel that active. And I'm really hearing this message of trusting the rhythms of your physical body, because your body has its own intuition. And your body intuition knows subconsciously how to navigate processing this energetic information that's being downloaded into you. So if you feel like you need to rest, then do what you can to give yourself more of that rest. The same thing goes when it comes to food and eating. You might find yourself needing to eat more of certain things, or wanting to eat less, or wanting to move more at certain times, and other times just wanting to lay in bed. And again, I'm just getting these messages of really beginning to allow yourself to intuitively flow with those rhythms, because your body knows what to do, especially if you consider yourself to be more tapped into the divine feminine collective. The divine feminine is literally a physical portal for creative energy. I mean, women, of course, can create life and give birth. They can create life through the womb space. But I'm just picking up as well that it's almost like you are birthing a new vision of yourself into existence. And your body knows when you are in need of more rest, when you are in need of listening to more of those rhythms and cycles internally because of changes that are taking place within you. You are that portal of creation. You are bringing things, breathing things into existence in the invisible realm that you can't always physically see immediately, but that will become evident over the course of time, not just to yourself, but to others as well. Now we do have the card Destruction, Tower Moment, Unexpected Change, New Opportunities. So I'm picking up right away that this destruction attached to your energy might actually be a person who is going through a tower moment, and you might be picking up on some of that intensity. It's kind of this paradox because you're up here vibrating in this fifth dimensional higher space, again, probably carving out a little more extra time for yourself, for whatever that sacred space is for you personally. Whereas this person coming through here who might be connected to you is experiencing a major upheaval in their physical life, really going through it as far as this spiritual tower moment. But I'm hearing that this is happening for them in an intensified way because they've been resisting change for a long time. So it's almost like the universe tried to send them smaller lessons and smaller signs to get them to change, and they were very stubborn. And now they're experiencing this major tower moment. Now, the positive side of this is that for this person, this is ultimately a transformation. Now, I'm getting a major download for a group of divine feminines that might be connected to certain individuals who chose to stay in lower dimension levels of consciousness, who chose to keep their vibration consistently in a lower place and to kind of brood there. These may be romantic interests from your past. This might have been friends, even family members, even people that might still be in your life. But again, they carry a lot of heavy energy. They've chosen to stay stuck in very low vibrational places. And I'm hearing a message that because of the way that so much of the collective is beginning to ascend to higher levels of consciousness, that kind of raising in consciousness is creating a pressure which is pushing even those in very lower vibrational spaces out of their own patterns. But the thing is, because they were in a sense stubborn and really trying to stay in their old ways and their old habits, that change that comes in might feel more destructive to them. It might feel more like upheaval, but ultimately it's actually such a blessing because it's pushing through these transformations that ultimately are going to bring them into alignment with a higher vibrational timeline for themselves. But I'm also getting a message that when you see people going through these tower moments or this destruction, there can be a tendency to want to jump in and try to offer solutions or to fix things for them. But one major lesson that we're learning as divine feminines who have been choosing to ascend to those higher levels of consciousness, although of course the path isn't linear for any of us. There, of course, are days where we are in lower vibrational places, and I'm by no means saying to judge yourself for that, because we all go through the ups and downs of the human experience. It's a very, very challenging task to be one like yourself who is holding so much light energy on a planet that is so incredibly dense. So I'm by no means saying that this is easy or that it's linear, but you are someone who's been committed to picking yourself back up and beginning to hold those higher level frequencies and energies more and more to transmute the density. And those who have been choosing to sit in that density, not to introspect, not to process it out, not to raise themselves to higher levels of frequency or vibration, are going to be pushed onto those higher timelines, but it might come through upheaval. And again, that major lesson we are learning is that we can't We can't be the source of healing for someone who isn't willing to heal themselves. We can't offer someone a solution to something that they aren't willing to face and to do their own inner work about. And so many of us have been called to hold those higher level frequencies, to create our own reality of abundance and of happiness and creativity and connection and love, and to allow ourselves to be that inspiration to others so that they can be inspired up to those higher timelines. But again, it's not something that we can force or do for someone else, but do know that they are being helped in the sense that upheaval in their life is going to show them what needs to change and what needs to be released and brought back into alignment. And that's ultimately a really beautiful thing. I'm getting the sense that you might have many people around you who are actually now going through similar experiences to what you went through maybe a year, several years, or even decades ago. So it's almost like you're a bit ahead of the curve when we talk about ascending to these higher vibrational levels, because you went through that ego death, that spiritual awakening before many others who are actually starting to wake up now, or who are starting to go through those experiences now. So in that sense, you are this forerunner, you are this leader in the collective, especially if you've aligned with these messages so far. Now, I don't tend to channel downloads quite like that. Typically, these readings tend to be more focused on love and romance, which of course I love channeling into as well. But I just feel that someone really co-manifested or co-created those messages today. Of course, this is a co-creative process. So thank you so much for whoever has contributed their energy here to bring through these messages for the collective. I really am so grateful for each and every one of you here. And in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling any more messages from those who might be connected to you. And in the extended, we are going to set the intention to focus more on individuals who might be connected to you. So romantically, platonically, people in your life who might be talking about you, thinking about you, feeling things about you in a way that could be affecting your energy. So the link to the Patreon reading with all of those extended messages is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. For now, I'm going to close the first reading here on YouTube with the Rumi Oracle card, Sacred Union. This really is just one of my favorite cards in the Rumi deck. It carries such a beautiful energy, and whenever I see this card, I always think of being in a sacred union with the self, like doing this divine dance with the universe. So I want to read a message from the Rumi guidebook here. And the guidebook here says, only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. Surrender your heart into this union, for all else in this world is momentary. Rumi. This oracle comes to you as a portent, a sign of that which is to come, and also as a confirmation of your spiritual journey thus far. Your confirmation is thus: you are growing, you are evolving, you are making genuine shifts in consciousness that are allowing you to change the way you are in the world, to become freer, more loving, wilder, more divine. The sign coming to you with this oracle is that of great love bestowed by the hand of grace. What this means is there is a destiny at play in matters of the heart. There is heart healing and a letting go of past obstructions. You could say, in a way, that the great cosmic matchmaker has taken up your cause. You may have no sense of how it's going to play out. This oracle also has a particular piece of guidance. No matter what has been, what has succeeded, or what has appeared to fail, what has been loved and what has been lost, there is only one truth that will prevail in your life without failure, without exception, and that is love. It is all you are truly seeking, and it is behind every life experience seeking you. Claim the love that is your divine birthright, and know that sacred union is yours. So that feels like a great place to close the reading. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. I am sending you all so much love. Of course, if you would like to join me now on Patreon, the link to do so is under the video. Have a beautiful day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.